Hey everyone, my name is Snay. I work for the University of New Hampshire InterOperability Lab. I'm the lead technical manager for the NVMe testing service. So what we do here is we provide testing services and testing software development for the NVM Express organization. At a high level, compliance and interoperability testing ensures that an NVMe solution will act in an expected way given certain commands, ensuring that each host knows exactly how an NVMe device will function. The University of New Hampshire InterOperability Lab, or the UNH-IOL, completes compliance and interoperability testing for NVM Express, serving as a test facility for neutral third-party testing of NVMe solutions. The UNH-IOL develops test plans and testing software based on the latest NVMe specifications to verify that the NVMe solutions from NVM Express member companies are interoperable and compliant with the latest specifications. Compliance and interoperability testing is essential for NVM Express as it's important to have a trusted authority for testing NVMe devices. Since the UNH-IOL is a neutral third-party test facility, our focus is not on highlighting the benefits or promoting individual solutions, but instead on providing unbiased and equal testing for all devices that come through our lab. The UNH-IOL's end goal is to ensure that all devices that come through our lab are interoperable and compliant with the NVMe specifications, which is vital for their functionality in the data center. The UNH-IOL supports NVM Express compliance and interoperability testing by deploying test plans for NVMe solutions. We then use these test plans to collaborate with NVM Express and the member companies as well. We like to make our testing a collaborative process so that when we receive questions and feedback from member companies, this helps us improve the test plans and the test tool and allows for improvements on future iterations of the software and the test plans. The more questions we receive because of this, the more ability we have to adjust the test plans and the tool, and it also allows us to add more features and makes the test tool better and a better experience for everyone and all member companies included. As we work through testing with member companies, we typically receive questions on how certain statements in the specifications are meant to be interpreted, and sometimes this vagueness is meant to be left open to interpretation from the implementers or by the implementers. However, other times this vagueness can mean that there's a standard that needs a bit more clarification. So it opens up a process that we can help start conversations around the specifications, and this helps drive more innovation and clarity in the specs. It makes it less likely to be misinterpreted. And this also helps clarify how certain things are supposed to be implemented or what the original features are supposed to do. So this helps NVM Express by providing them feedback on the specifications from the vendor perspective. As we develop the test plans and complete the compliance and interoperability testing, we're helping improve the NVMe devices that are tested while also helping reconcile issues within the standard itself if they exist. So all in all, compliance and interoperability testing is beneficial for everyone, including the vendor and the customers and the NVM Express organization itself. The NVMe Integrators List is a list that's hosted on the UNH-IOL website, and it serves as a registry for products that have gone through the UNH-IOL NVMe testing at the UNH-IOL facility. The Integrators List also highlights information such as the device name, model, firmware, form factors, date listed, and the interoperability version used. The product listing also includes a product page or a link to the product page for further information. It's really important to add your product to the list or get your product added to this list, as it shows that your product has completed compliance and interoperability testing through a trusted third-party vendor. And in addition to completing the requirements to be put on the NVMe Integrators List, by doing so, the device will also be eligible to be put on the compliant product list on the NVM Express website. And there's really two key differences between the Integrators List and the compliance list. You can think of the compliance list as the expanded version of the NVMe Integrators List, where you can put more marketing materials and point to other materials that aren't really applicable to the actual Integrators List itself. So really the Integrators List is the base list, and then the compliance list on the NVMe website is where you can add more marketing information. NVM Express Plugfests take place twice a year to coincide with the two releases of the NVMe test plans, which happen twice a year. In previous years, Plugfests were held in the UNH-IOL facility in Durham, New Hampshire. However, in the past couple of years, they have been held virtually with the option of attended testing as well. The benefit of NVMe Plugfests is that they provide members with the opportunity to send their solutions to our facility to complete compliance and interoperability testing, similar to the reservation calendar testing I talked about previously, but this is guaranteed twice a year, as well as it's guaranteed testing on the latest versions of the specifications. Once we receive an NVMe device, we'll work with the member company to connect it up to our host test platforms and support the testing alongside the vendor. To learn more about NVM compliance testing and to register for the next NVMe PlugFest event, I encourage you to visit the UNH-IOL website at iol.unh.edu. There you can find the latest information on all of our NVMe compliance and interoperability testing and news on the testing software updates. You can also find additional information on the NVMe compliant product list and compliance and interoperability testing on the NVM Express website at nvmexpress.org.